Tonight, Dwayne Brooks sits in a prison cell. The convicted killer is waiting to learn if a Cuyahoga County judge will grant him a new trial. For 35 years, Brooks and his family insist he had nothing to do with that murder.
News 5 investigator Scott Knoll talked with Brooks' sister and has more tonight on why she says her brother is innocent and the flaw in the system that lawyers say likely sent people to prison for crimes they didn't commit.
To Aisha Robertson,
he's been like more than a brother, more than a friend.
Her big brother Dwayne was her protector, her rock, the glue that held their family together.
He was always that father figure. He might have been more of the father figure than my own father.
A closeness about to shatter.
Was your family ever the same after this?
Never. We've never been the same. There's always been a void.
It started inside the family's Shaker Heights home. Aisha was just 10 years old.
I was awakened at about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning in my bedroom by a SWAT team, police officers, full gear, red beams all over my bedroom.
Those police searching for Dwayne Brooks, the arrest warrant for murder.
That was one of the hardest things to even imagine.
Police say it all started at Luke Easter Park. A fight in August 1987. Someone gets beaten and robbed. Days later, a shooting. 3 people shot. Clinton Arnold died. Police call it revenge, say Dwayne Brooks was one of the shooters. But Brooks and his sister insist he wasn't even in Cleveland during the deadly attack. Aisha says she watched him get in the car the night before.
The last time that I saw Dwayne, prior to all of this, he was in the driveway getting in the car with my mom and my aunt, driving back to New York.
It's the last time she saw her brother, a free man. A jury found Brooks guilty of murder and other charges, sentenced the 22-year-old to 25 years to life in prison. But Aisha's belief in her brother's innocence remained.
I might have been about 13 or so the first time that I actually asked him, what's going on here and why are you here?
What did he tell you?
They got the wrong guy.
But reversing a conviction isn't easy. Years of appeals grew into decades until one day last year.
Well, it's like sitting on a lottery ticket and like trying to find the magic door to cash it in.
A private investigator hired by Brooks' family discovered police reports from the murder. On those pages, revelations Aisha had never seen, including statements from a witness who puts 2 other men inside the van used in the deadly shooting, and information from investigators that one of the men who ID'd Brooks as the shooter was himself under FBI investigation. Details attorney Gordon Friedman, who represented Brooks at trial, testified he didn't see until last year.
It was exculpatory and very useful to the defense. It was also information that we did not have.
But how could that be? How could a defense attorney not have had copies of the police reports in a client's case? Today, that attorney would. The policy changed in the early 2000s. But remember, Brooks' trial was in 1988. And even the lead prosecutor in that case admits back then, the policy was these records weren't handed over.
The defendants were not permitted to receive the written discovery, and that we were to go through the file and basically read the reports to the defense counsel.
But that former prosecutor testified he could not recall if that actually happened in Brooks' case.
Is the defendant going to trial with the deck stacked against him without access to these reports?
Oh, absolutely.
Michael Benza is a senior law instructor at Case Western Reserve University. He's also practiced criminal defense for nearly 30 years.
Do you believe this system of discovery that was in place has people right now who are innocent behind bars?
Oh, absolutely. It is unfortunately a probably fairly common denominator among exoneration.
Benza says because many people in prison don't have access to appeals lawyers, there's no way to determine the scope of the problem. something that haunts Aisha. Her faith in the judicial system shaken to its core.
To not turn over information is disheartening. It's disrespectful. It's damning. It's a blatant, disrespect for lives.
Aisha more hopeful than ever. After 35 years, she'll once again get to see her brother walk the streets a free man. Out of the prisons, he spent nearly 2/3 of his life locked in. Railroaded, she says, by a system more concerned with getting a conviction than getting it right.
How do we have any hope in a justice system? If it could be him, it could be me, it could be my son, it could be anyone.
In Cleveland, I'm News 5 investigator Scott Knoll.